regards to the current issues being faced by the Muslims in the UK and the West in general, what should mosques and Muslim leaders do to help the Muslims? What initiatives should leaders take to bring those who are far from the deen, especially the youth, back to the mosque?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ba'd. This is actually a two-part question as far as what should the Muslim leaders do to help the Muslims who are facing these difficulties living in the West, and then what should they do to help those who are away from the religion and come back. When it comes to bridging that gap between Muslims and non-Muslims in the West, the biggest initiatives that should be enacted are initiatives of social service. This is my personal opinion, and I've seen it become so valuable. Is that we should spend a lot of time on direct da'wah, directly calling people to Islam. But one thing that we have forgotten about is the aspect of servitude towards humanity in Islam, and that we should be concerned about the general welfare of human beings in Islam. When we look around the West, even in the UK, in America, we see that initiatives to help the general human being are usually ran, organized, facilitated by non-Muslims. Yes, we're very good at coming and raising money when there's catastrophes in Muslim countries and things of that nature. We're good with that. But what about the homeless person down the street? What about the single mother down the road from the masjid who's on benefits that aren't good enough for her, and she's at the end of the month where she doesn't know if she's going to be able to keep the lights on or put food on the table? What about that woman? Are we not responsible? Are we not considered responsible? Does that woman know that there's a mosque right down the street from her where she is allowed to go and ask for help, and we are obligated as Muslims, as part of the charity that we give, to help her? Neither does she know, nor do I think we know. What about times where there is trash piling up on the streets around your home and around the masjid? Where are the Muslims who are going out and trying to clean it up and doing it for no other reason than this is our obligation towards our fellow neighbors? What about that? What about the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ about neighbors? And he wasn't just speaking about your Muslim neighbors. That you're responsible for your neighbors. 40 houses front, 40 houses back, 40 houses to the sides. That if your neighbor goes to bed hungry while you go to bed full, you're not a believer. We've forgotten that general welfare towards humanity. Who's running these initiatives? The Christians, the non-Muslims, the atheists, the Catholics. They're doing this. We need to become the forebearers in this. What about the drug addiction in the West? Does Islam not speak specifically about drug addiction and how to overcome it and the methodology and etc.? Yes. But where are we in the forerunners of those initiatives? What about alcoholism? What about spousal abuse? What about gambling addiction? Where are the Muslims on issues that are relevant to the society around us? We need to wake up to this, because when the community at large realizes that the Muslims are not here just to benefit themselves, they are here to benefit the society as a whole, then we will be able to overturn some of this negative stigmatism. That yes, the media might say that they are crazy radicals who are ready to destroy the society, but I know when I look outside my street, who's cleaning my street is the Muslims. Who's taking care of the homeless guy down the street are the Muslims. Who's taking care of the single mother are the Muslims. Who's coming to my house every day to check, or once a week and check as an old person, checking to make sure I'm okay and if I need anything, or if I need them to get some groceries for me, that's the Muslims doing that. So once we change that frame of mind in the people's minds, then we will see some change, inshallah ta'ala. When it comes to the youth, for the imams and the administrators of masajid in the West, we need to start catering to them. We need to start catering to them. We need to start making the masajid more than just a place to pray. Because this is not a Muslim country where they can find Islam in the society and the masjid is only to pray. This is a society where the masajid needs to be a center hub for the community of Muslims. There needs to be initiatives that attract the youth. If they like sporting events, have sporting events. If they like certain things in a halal premises, make the masjid the place where they can come and feel at home with these types of ideas. Allow the youth to come and ask the questions and feel free to do so, that they're only going to ask online behind a curtain where they don't feel like they're going to be judged. We need to open a door for these youth so that they feel that the masjid is somewhere that they can come and be welcomed and not just be judged and not be spoken against or looked at in a negative light. We need to make the masajids more opening to those youth who are out there in the streets to give them a home to come to, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum.